going live on Philly
Everybody
500.
doing? King Dingbat here, and welcome to another Know Your Enemy. This time, we know our enemy with old Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes, what's going on? How you doing today?
You know, Philly, just like this nice drink out here in the summertime heat, I've been savoring finally getting my hands on you, buddy. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for you.
I've never heard somebody's intro so slow and long. What's going on, dude? What's happening? What's going on? Look at the chat. What's up, chat? What's up, Texas Samtrix, System of the Knot, Jock Talk, the Jays? Mark Holmes is streaming on his channel also. He couldn't come on an Eagles channel all by himself.
What? Are you trying to say that?
You scared
what
to come on
to
Eagles
say?
channel? You need support to come on an Eagles channel.
No, I was trying to bring some more fans your way, So I was trying to share my fans with you.
You're so nice. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that.
You know I love you, buddy. You know how it is. Okay. Are you ready to do this?
In a minute. Jeff Bone, thank you for super chat, my man. He says peace and blessings all around. Thank you, buddy. You too. No, in all seriousness, I'm glad to have Mark on. Just give him a hard time. I knew he would be doing it on his other channel. It's just all for fun. But it's good to have him here because I've wanted to have Mark on for a long time. I've always gone his channel.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got some on your nose right there, buddy. Yeah, where's Michael? Where's Michael Anthony? Where's the fitness?
Michael's out working, man. He's out making that money,
What is he doing? Like a scientific study on naps? What are they doing? Nap time?
We got jokes. We got jokes.
Cruiser 26, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it.
Okay.
He says he's trying to figure out who's more delusional, Eagle fans or Cowboy fans. So that's from a Giant fan. Cruising 26.
You know what? Hold up. I know Giant fans don't think that they actually have room to talk with broke-ass Danny Dollar Store.
Oh, Danny Dimes, huh? Danny Penny?
Man, he ain't worth 2 cents, man. I don't know why you call him Danny Dimes.
So I had the entertainer on yesterday, and he was talking about Daniel Jones, and he had a couple comments about your boy Dak Prescott that you didn't understand too much. Care to explain to everybody what you're thinking? What's wrong? Dandruff? We got dandruff?
Just knocking these giant fleas off me, man.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you think that a Giant actually has room to talk about a Dallas Cowboys quarterback? You know what? I thought we were going to be here trashing the Eagles. Do I need to trash the Giants?
Yes. Always.
Okay. Let me give you a few statistics here right now. I believe Daniel Jones so far is averaging about 2,900 yards a season for the 2 seasons he's been there. Okay. Now, he's only played, I think, in 26 games. Okay. So there are not a lot of games there. So he averages about 222 yards a game passing. Right?
Okay.
It's okay. If you're running offense, that's okay. Because quite frankly, you could go back to 2014 that Tony Romo only had 2 games of 300 yards because they were a balanced team.
Mm-hmm.
But the Giants, they were just completely imbalanced. You know that there was only one team worse on offense than the Giants? That was the Jets. And you know that Danny Dollar Store, between passes and fumbles, has like 41.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 41. I think it's 22 fumbles and 16 interceptions. Actually, no, it's more than that. But anyway, he's averaging 2 turnovers a game. So I ask you, how the hell does a Giant fan have any nerve to even bring up quarterback?
So you're saying you think Dak Prescott's better? I don't agree with Mark on much, but I do agree.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Seriously. Is that really? No, you know what? I tell you what. I'm going to say this. 2 Giants, I will say, are borderline getting close to bust.
Okay.
I would say Barkley, as much hoo-ha that we have about him, he's missed 17 games in 3 seasons.
Right.
He only has 2,100 yards rushing the football.
Yeah.
So you sit there and say, okay, when's it going to show up? You gave up a lot of draft capital for him. You can look at now Danny Dimes. I'm sorry. Is he a top 20 quarterback?
No.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't think he is. I definitely don't. Hey, Kazzy, man, thank you for the super chat. He says, F the Cowboys. You realize a lot of these people here have been blocked on your channel in my chat.
Well, let me be clear.
Fortunately, the Moses of YouTube freed a lot of them. I freed a lot of them.
Well, here's the thing, though, buddy. I don't actually do the blocking. That's actually my moderators that do that.
Right.
And from time to time, it's a long list of people. I must say, there is a long list of people. I will go through and I will reset them and check them out and try and say, okay, let me let some of these out. But my channel's a little bit unique in the fact that I actually have a lot of lovely ladies that come into my channel.
Oh, you do? Huh?
I'm an older guy. I got the very white voice, and the ladies come in. And unfortunately, a lot of your Eagle fans, they don't know how to act around women.
Hey, no. One thing Eagle fans know how to do is they know how to.
No, dog.
What are you talking about?
Dog, no. Okay, you remember when you were like in okay, maybe I'm older than you are. But back in the day when I was like in, kindergarten and things like that, and I guess today we'd probably get locked up. But when you liked a girl, what you did was you ran up and you hit her in the arm, and then you ran away. Okay, that was how you let them know that you liked them.
Not me.
That used to work as a kid. But see, your Eagles Nation, they have a tendency to chase off all the women.
We don't have to hit women in arms. We don't do that. We just go up and go, yo, baby, how you doing? This body is baby for pleasure, and it's over. What are you talking about?
And then they throw up and they run away.
Yeah. Philly 500, did you get rid of your dial-up, buddy? No, I have fiber optics. It's not my problem. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it was one thing. The entertainer pointed out, I was using my phone as a camera, right, as a webcam. So maybe that's why it was all weird. Is it working okay so far today? Is it lagging at all? Hey, Kazzy, thank you for the super chat. He says, Brokeback Cowboys fan talking to women. Boy, they're coming at you, Mark.
That's all good. I'm a grown-ass man. I can take it. I can take it. That's all good. But, all jokes aside, Philadelphia Eagles, all jokes aside, though, a lot of people think that, there's actually a feud between me and Philly 500. I mean, I have wanted to kick his ass a couple of times. When you put my phone number out there, I did. If you had been somewhere near me, you'd probably be swimming with the fishies, okay? Because I would have thrown your ass in the pond. But other than that, this is a friendly rivalry. And for a lot of you guys that are young, I know I'm like they say OG, in other words, old guy on YouTube. But see, when I grew up, leading up to the game, talking trash to fans of other team was almost as much fun as actually the game. And so this actually makes me remember some of the things that I used to watch with my dad and his friends and things when I go through, and I can tell you how much your team sucks.
Right. Well, our team don't suck, but no, it's a friendly rivalry, and it gets a little heated time. The whole doxing you, that was an accident. Even though some of your people still don't believe that was an accident. But what are you going to do? John Wilson, thank you for the super chat. He wants to know, was hitting the arm to get girls, was that back in 1946, Mark? What were you, about 30 then? Were you like 30 then?
Actually, 30? it was like about 1971, okay? Back in the free love days.
Free love. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Oh, boy.
So let me ask you something. What did you think about the whole trade up? Eagles, Cowboys, double teaming the Giants. What were your thoughts as that was going down?
I'm actually worried, man, because this is 2 years in a row that the Cowboys and Eagles have actually worked together. Now, last year it worked out pretty good for us because Tyler Badish, actually is really good. He is really good, and he could be our center, for the next, 10 years or so. So I'm actually happy about that move. But it's just kind of like kissing your sister, You just kind of go, yeah, did we have to do that?
You got a third-round pick for it.
Yeah, we got a third round, but some Cowboy fans are like, man, we got fleeced. We should have gotten more than that. But I was like, okay, the Cowboys, in past years, I've had some people that I've gone through and said, hey, we're looking to get Van Der Esch. This is like the morning of. That's the guy that they've actually zeroed in on, and we ended up drafting Van Der Esch. And I had the same sources that said, Micah Parsons was the guy that they were targeting. And turns out Micah Parsons is the guy we end up drafting. So the Cowboys figured we can trade with you. Anything we get is more than what we would have if we just take him right now. So, and in some regards, they figured the Giants are more of a threat than the Eagles. So let's go ahead and see if we can screw the Giants as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, look. I hate the Cowboys, but if you're the Cowboys, you figure Devontae Smith's going to either the Eagles or the Giants. Might as well get a third-round pick for it. You know what I mean? So I think that was a good move on their part. Hawk 215, man, thank you for super chat. He says, if for some crazy reason Hurts has 6,000 yards and over 55 touchdowns, do I get a Dingbat T-shirt? You get 12 of them. You get 12 of them.
Okay, all right. So, I know that you are Carson Wentz happy. I know that's your boy.
Was my boy.
But okay, you know what?
We broke up.
No. You know that love is forever. Nah. When you see him in Indianapolis, you'll shed a tear. I know you will, Philly. You will shed a tear. You can say that was my quarterback. That was my teammate.
Well, if he throws 40 touchdowns and Hurts struggles, of course I'll be upset. But
are you not worried about Hurts?
I like Hurts. I actually think he has a lot of upside. And I look at the 4 games he played, and I say there's no way you really know for sure, but he showed promise. I don't know how anybody can think, based upon what I've seen from him this offseason, his work ethic, how he carries himself, how the team likes him. I don't think there's any reason why somebody should think this guy's just going to be horrible. I don't get it.
I have a lot of people that like me, and they say, Mark Holmes, you should slow down. But that doesn't mean that
you should speed up.
That doesn't mean that I'm going to be a great NFL quarterback, though. Okay? Yeah, I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but I'm just kind of saying, okay.
No, but he showed that he had some skill that he could play in the NFL. There were things that he did that I like. I like that he can move around in the pocket. I like that. I thought he was very cool and calm under pressure. I liked how he handled himself in the pocket. He didn't get rattled. And then I liked the way the team responded to him. Sure, he can work on certain things, mechanics, passing, all those things. But, there was enough for me to see him that I have some confidence that he can be decent and he can be pretty good. I want to give him the shot,
Well, let me ask you this. Are you concerned about his ball control? Because he does have quite a few fumbles there last year.
No, I look at it like if he was in his second or third year, I would agree. I would say yeah. But first year, rookie, no rookie mini camps, no training camps, no preseasons. I think that those kind of come with the rookie year. I'm not going to put a lot into it at this point. Rock Drums, thank you for the super chat. He says, what were Devontae Smith's stats versus Kelvin Joseph? Who cares? It's the NFL. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That is going to probably motivate Devontae Smith every time he plays him. So he's probably going to go up there and destroy him. You got to do it more than once in college. I'm sorry, you just do. We have 365 people here. Please please subscribe, and click the link in the description and sub up this old man. He's crazy, but you won't be disappointed.
Are you talking to yourself again?
You may get 15 videos a day, and your son's always napping on the side. You'll hear the snoring, but hey, it's all good.
Hey,
What are
hey,
you
hey!
gonna do?
Stop lying on me. It's only 14 a day, damn it. It's
14
only
a day.
14 a
That's right.
day.
14.
Okay. This is your show. This is your show. So I don't mean to, no disrespect or anything.
Yeah.
So I actually had a question somewhere in there that I was going to ask you. Oh, so you're believing that the Eagles have a chance
Mhm.
at the division title this year?
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there's certain things that have to happen, right? You have to have your guys stay relatively healthy. But if they stay relatively healthy, I don't think that this division is so good that they can't win it or be competitive.
I'm sitting here looking at the chat here. How many Mark Holmes or Mark, parodies do you have up on this damn thing? I see
Wait, I
Mark
don't know.
Holmes as mullet. I see Marky
Mark
Holmes.
Holmes Mullet's here.
No, I've seen that one a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
awesome.
like, damn, what the
Yeah,
hell?
Marky Holmes is here. You got a lot of trolls. What can I say?
Okay,
You know,
so I'm living rent free in Eagle fans.
there you
Is that
go.
what it is?
System of the Knot. My man says Hurts is going to be light years better than Dak. What are your thoughts on that?
Put down the crack pipe.
So you didn't like you didn't care for the trade, the Eagles and the
No,
Giants, right?
I'm actually okay because Rashid, literally lost his mind. Rashid was
Right.
like, "What? Why did we draft a wide receiver?"
Right.
Anytime you could cause one of your foes pain and help yourself out, it's actually kind of cool. So the
Right.
fact that we did, we got the third round pick, I'm not mad about that
Mhm.
at all. But it's just like I said, I just feel kind of dirty.
Dirty. Wow. I mean, you got a third round pick. You should be very, very happy about that. No question about it. What did you think about the rest of your guys' draft? Like how were your overall thoughts with them?
Well, my overall thoughts, we had to go defense. Okay, I mean, everything. Let's be clear. As far as backup quarterback, we
Right.
really don't. Excuse me, have a backup quarterback. It's all going to be whether or not Dak can stand upright. And the Cowboys, of course, last year our offensive line was terrible. I mean, it
Right.
was. We might as well have Chaz Green out there playing for us last year. We went through so many tackles. I think we got to our sixth tackle of the season, and Connor Williams ended up being basically the only guy that was left still standing. And Connor Williams going into the season, you looked at and said is probably the weak link on the offensive line. People will say Zeke Elliott was terrible and all that, but there were no holes really to run through. But the Cowboys basically said, if the pieces come back, we're okay there. We have got to try and do something with the defense.
Mhm.
I think Dallas Cowboys have a plan because when you look at the free agents that they brought in, everybody is really young. Everybody's really athletic. Everybody has a lot of length, okay? Arm length, taller guys and things like that. And they're young pups. I actually want to try and figure out where the Cowboys stand as far as age-wise because we got rid of guys like Sean Lee and Tyrone Crawford and stuff. I think the Cowboys' plan is going to be we're just going to let the offense rip. They can score at will.
Right.
And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and try and put a lot of pressure, be fast and physical, and we're going to go after the quarterbacks in our division because honestly, when you look at this is real talk. This isn't trying to throw shade, but when you look at Ryan Fitzpatrick's one of those guys that does turn over the football. So you want to put pressure on him. You look at Daniel Jones. Like I said, he's averaging an interception and a fumble per game.
Right.
You want to put pressure on him. Don't let him get comfortable. Get some turnovers. And with a very young quarterback of yours, Hurts, I got to say, I'm still putting as much pressure on all these guys as possible.
Right.
And if you can go ahead and people will say, oh, well, they drafted, Parsons and Will Cox, so that way they get rid of Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith. I say, probably not because you're not going to save any money this year. But what you want to be able to do is have a rotation of guys that are fresh that can come in and keep that pressure up. Kind of like, remember the old days when the run and shoot was basically, we're just going to outrun you.
Right.
I think the Cowboys might be trying to do something like that with defense. We're just going to keep coming after you, and eventually your offensive line is just going to get worn out, and your quarterbacks are going to keep turning over the ball.
And does this plan of Dallas, does it involve the sacrifice of many chickens?
Oh, lots of chicken wings.
Yeah. How many? A lot of chickens. You're killing a lot of chickens this year, right?
Hey, man.
Shortage on chickens.
There won't be any shortage of chickens there, buddy.
In Texas,
Okay?
there's always shortage of chickens during football season. We all know this.
I'm not in Texas though.
You satanic.
You know I'm on the East Coast.
But you guys are, man.
But see, yesterday, I'm sorry. You know I'm old and forgetful. The Giant fan that you had in here. What's his name?
Who? Cruisin'?
What's his name?
Cruisin' 26?
Cruisin'.
Are you talking about Cruisin'?
Okay.
Who are you talking about?
Your guest host yesterday.
Oh, Chris the Entertainer. Entertainer talking sports.
Okay, Chris the Entertainer.
Yeah.
He was saying that he was asking you about going to a game in Philadelphia. Are you actually going to go to a game in Philadelphia?
If I go to visit the holidays, I will. Yeah. It just depends if I go down and visit.
But, you know, when you get to be my age, you start having bucket lists.
Okay.
You know, right? Because things you say, I have to do before I die.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you understand that because you're closer to death than you are being born when you get to be my age.
Yeah.
One of the things that's on my bucket list, be it the last thing on my bucket list, is to actually go to a game at the Link. Now,
really?
I have been to the Link. In fact, Joe Boo has actually been to the Link.
That voodoo doll?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. It was there in 2013 at training camp, mind you.
Okay.
Joe Boo went all the way down the bleachers. Okay. All the way down. Okay.
Okay.
Turned around with the foam middle finger at the Eagle fans. I think the Eagle fans were so freaking shocked that they just forgot to kick my ass.
Yeah, they probably were.
No,
Kara has a good question for you. Kara has a good question for you. Do you guys think that Dallas traded us in hopes that we were going to take Fields? I've heard that a couple people thought.
I've heard a couple people say that, but I think at that point, I don't think they were looking at it from a strategy. At that point, I think they were just looking at it and saying, "Let's see if we can get something else." You know, if somebody else had offered more, they probably would have taken it. At that point, they figured we got the guy we want. Everything else is gravy. So, you know, you happen to be, you know, you only got 10 minutes on the clock. And you guys are the ones to call. You can't sit there and say, let's see if somebody else comes through. And then nobody comes through. And, you know, of course, then you're sitting there with nothing.
Jerry says, Dallas traded with Philly because they're scared of my Giants, period. Are your Cowboys scared of the Giants?
No.
Giants. So, go ahead. What are you going to say? I know you want to say something about the Giants. Go.
Did you hear that?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you're trying to do over there. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, it's just funny things are going on over here.
So what did you think of your schedule that you guys got?
I love my schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Eagles, but I think actually that schedule it's about as favorable as you can get to have. I mean, God, I sit here and look at it. You know, okay, first week, of course, you have Tampa Bay. Get that out of the way, okay?
Right.
But, you know, I almost think that's an advantage for the Cowboys to play Tampa Bay the first game of the season because basically now you have something to look forward to going into there. You can basically start coaching for that game right now. Mm-hmm. And with Tom Brady, I still don't understand why Tom Brady is sitting there. You know, here it is. You're a 7-time Super Bowl champ. You know, the Cowboys are a flea. Why are you throwing shade at the Cowboys? You know,
the Cowboys.
Maybe not.
You're going to beat the Cowboys? It's not.
I tell you what. No, I tell you what. You got time for a story?
Oh, of course. I guess so. Let me get this super chat out of the way. Hawk 215, man.
What's up, Hawk? I ain't seen Hawk in a while.
Yeah, Hawks, man. I love me some Philly steak, but I'd rather have me some Mark Holmes barbecue. He's got a
shout out to Hawk, man. So anyway, but before I get to the story,
I'm coming for your meats.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to play in the background, but you can't hear it.
Okay.
If you do go to the Giants-Eagles game, you know, Philadelphia is only about 2.5 hours from here.
Mm-hmm.
That might be worthwhile for me to go up to see and bitch slap you, and then that way, you know, maybe you'll
can't catch me.
I can't. What?
Look at that speed. They call me the babyface assassin.
You look like a bobblehead doll.
I'm white.
Okay, but I remember back in 2013, after the New York stinking Giants won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The season opener, I'll never forget it because I was in New York for this because United Way was doing a community build. They were doing community builds in the Super Bowl champion cities. It started out with New Orleans, and it was a great event. But we were in Harlem, and we were redoing a community center. And I remember Charles Haley was there as well as some other players and stuff. And we built a climbing wall. So there's me and Charles Haley climbing on the climbing wall. Great experience. And we went to the game, and this was actually Joe Boo's very first game. Now, this is the Giants' Super Bowl party. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
No Super Bowl champion had lost the first game of the season. In fact, the Giants had on each of the seats, they had actually a Super Bowl champion scarves that they're giving to all the fans. The Cowboys, this is like the Christians and the Lions, for the gladiators. We're just fresh meat for the Giants, right?
Okay.
Don't you know? The Cowboys kicked that ass that night. So I'm not going to go through and say that the Cowboys got no chance in hell.
I say it. They got no chance in hell.
All right.
No chance in hell. Look, you're going to score 40 points a game, but you're going to give up 45. Your defense is bad. It's bad.
So, so this coming from the guy who says Justin Jefferson is ass?
Yeah, that was an emotional reaction. That's excusable.
Okay. All right. So I got a real question for you here. Okay, since you say we got no chance and all that, I'm trying to understand this toxic relationship that you're in.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Love-hate relationship.
I'm happily married. With what?
Oh, no. Okay, that's your marriage. I'm talking about your real love.
When did my wife hear that?
Roseman.
Oh, Howie. No, it's not. Look, I am not a fan of Howie Roseman when it comes to talent evaluation.
Hold on. Everybody you signed. This is Howie Vision at work.
Howie Vision is not necessarily a good thing. Did you watch WandaVision? It's not necessarily Howie Vision.
I don't have time to watch the TV, man. I ain't got time.
That's right. I forgot. You got to do 15 videos a day every 20 minutes.
I told you it's 14. Damn it! It's 14. Only 14.
14. Okay. That's right. Joseph Vega is a big fan of yours, and he always watches your video. And he always watches. This is what he says: 500. What's up? Introduce me to your boy Mark Homeless. He said, "Hey Mark, are you ready for this beatdown? The Eagles are bringing this year. Mark, Dak needs to stop getting garbage time stats. He's overpaid."
Oh, here we go. Okay, so garbage time. I'm actually going to do a video about garbage time because I was going to the Webster's Dictionary on the definition of garbage time. But let me ask you something. Since they say Dak Prescott gets all these yards in garbage time, right?
Right.
Because they say the Cowboys are always behind, right? They're always chasing them.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
How come Carson Wentz last year didn't get a whole lot of garbage time yards? Why didn't he throw for like 5,000 yards last year? Because your team was ass.
He was too fat. He was too fat.
Okay.
He wasn't good.
Okay.
Carson Wentz is Indianapolis Colt.
Okay, all right. How about Hurts then? By definition,
he's a rookie.
Oh, he's a rookie. Oh,
he's a rookie. What weapons did we have last year? We had no offensive line.
Oh, so now it's
offensive
weapons.
Hey,
okay. Well, Andy Dalton had weapons last year. He had the same weapons that Dak Prescott had, right? Then how come Andy Dalton wasn't throwing for 400 yards?
Stinks.
Oh, Andy Dalton stinks.
He stinks.
Tell you, Philly, your argument that it's garbage. So wait. So Dak gets yards in garbage time because he's not a garbage quarterback. You're saying that he's a good quarterback, and that's why he's getting yards in garbage time?
I never said anything. I just read the comment.
Now, I was just saying in here that, or for whoever had the comment, you say that Dak Prescott only gets yards in garbage time. Then how come all these guys like, say, Sam Darnold, who we all know every game they were behind, how come he doesn't have 5,000 yards throwing? It's garbage time, right?
There was a lot of games, and it wasn't last year, but there was a lot of games in Dak's past where it was garbage time. I will fully admit it. There was a lot of games where they were down in the fourth quarter and he's throwing touchdown passes. Like for instance, 2019, he throws 30 touchdowns, right? Against Washington last game season in garbage time, total garbage time. Now, I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in the division right now.
Oh, wait.
But
the last game of the season, we beat Washington that year.
Yeah.
So you're saying that was garbage?
It was a meaningless
game. Wait. So
wait,
hold on. Let me make sure I get this straight. So when if we're way behind and he's throwing touchdowns,
the whole game
that's garbage time. So you're saying if we're up real big, that's garbage time. So by definition, you're saying that anytime Dak can score a whole lot of points, it's garbage time.
When the game doesn't matter, when it's either out of hand and they should have him on the bench,
but see,
or he's way behind.
Any coach out there that says, "Oh, we're up by 21 points," is a fucking idiot. If they're saying we're going to start pulling, people.
I'm not talking about 20
because
points.
I've seen my Cowboys with Jason Garrett lose, being up 26-3 at halftime against not Aaron Rodgers, against a chump like Matt Flynn. Okay, I've seen my Cowboys up 21 points twice against the Lions lose. So you don't take your foot off the pedal. That's just some bullshit shit that Skip and Shannon have come up with to try and sully my quarterback. Because I love how they used to come up and say he's dink and dunk Dak, dink and dunk. But they never said that about Carson Wentz when Carson Wentz went down the damn toilet and he was throwing for less yards than Dak Prescott was.
Carson Wentz, first of all, never had the weapons. Never had the weapons.
Oh, Lord.
Second of all,
hold on.
He plays for the Colts.
Hold on, wait.
He plays for the Colts.
Hold on, brother. Wait, no, you're going to bring it out.
Hey, Bird Gang said
you're going to bring this shit out. Because you know what, brother? Every time, if we follow by what you say, brother, every time you've gone a receiver, okay, from Ortega-Whiteside. Oh, we got Ortega-Whiteside. He does now, okay? Oh, we got Radar. Radar's great. Oh, I love him.
Who the hell's Radar?
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
You mean Radar?
I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. Okay. And then I remember, we got Deshaun Jackson, who they say was the best deep threat, arguably. That's what there was yesterday.
He might be.
That's some bullshit. Okay,
look,
you know what?
You can't give us any credit, can you?
Okay, I tell you what. Let me say this. There's a difference between errors. Okay, you can't compare Deshaun Jackson getting deep catches now compared to what wide receivers had to go through in the 70s and 80s. You can't touch them. Receivers back then got the shit kicked out of them and had to try and catch the football.
I understand that.
Okay, it's just game. Like
you can't hold it.
Do you think Deshaun Jackson could have made it through one season without being destroyed?
But you can't hold that against Deshaun Jackson. He can't help with Eric.
That's why you can't say that this guy is the greatest of all time, because you can't compare.
Greatest deep threat of all time.
And even so, even with that, I will take.
Arguably, might be.
No, I'll take the Megatron over him. I will take Randy Moss over him. Okay,
deep threat, just pure deep threat, right?
I ain't taking it. Sorry, ain't taking him. But I know, but Philly, I know how you are, though, buddy. You love everybody and everything Eagles-wise. Everybody.
Oh my God! I hate Nick Gary. I hate Nelson Aguilar.
Hold on.
I hate Nelson Aguilar. He stinks.
Dude. The cornerback you just signed from Jacksonville. You were praising him. Well, we need to start and slot corner. I hope he starts for you.
No. I didn't praise him and say he should start slot. God. What I said was he's a young, talented. No, I did not say he's a freak.
He's a project, dude. Dude, he allowed what? 120% completion percentage against him? He's ass.
I said he's young. And then if you have Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator, who's supposed to be able to develop defensive backs, it's cheap. We don't need 4, 5, 6 round picks. I like the move. I'm not saying just because I say I like a move doesn't mean I'm saying that this guy is a franchise guy forever and always. Come on now. Bob the Cowboys fan here. He says, Philly, admit to Mark that you were wrong about North Dakota Assassin. Also, how do you think the Assassin will do Indy? I think he'll throw 40 touchdowns in Indy. I'm not. I don't know that.
You know what? You're gonna. I'm gonna actually say that next year you're gonna be happy because you're gonna look back and say, "Damn, we really dodged the bullet with Carson Wentz. The defenses that the Colts are going to be facing next year, Carson Wentz is going to be turning the ball left and right. You can think that he's going to turn it all around. Sorry, I don't think he's going to. I think he's just okay. But you also thought Justin Jefferson was ass too.
I said Justin Jefferson's ass.
You also thought that you were going to
emotional reaction.
You also thought you were going to win the division, and it wasn't going to be close. Isn't that what you said to me, Philly?
I did, yeah, I did. So what? I mean, yeah, I did. But I didn't know the division was going to stink that bad. I also didn't know we were going to have 14 different offensive linemen pairings throughout the whole year. I didn't know Carson was going to come in and be so fat from doing Michael Anthony. Where's the fitness donut curls? I didn't know that.
I told you, man. Yeah, you never listened to me. I told you about D-Jax. Oh, no, you're wrong. He's the deep threat we've been missing. He's been missing. Oh, I was like, okay, all right.
Nah.
Come on, admit it. I was right. Come on,
About
Phil.
About what? You were right about one thing. I'll give it to you. D Coop, I gotta take these super chats. D Coop, the man. That Philly 500 draft meltdown should be a Hall of Fame instant classic. Andy Dalton is ass. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Tavares Jones, my man. He says, Philly, who is this bum on your show? That's Mark Holmes. He is the greatest Cowboy fan of all time. He's got a voodoo.
I'm going to get a little closer here to the mic.
I
mean, a little closer here to the camera here because your head is just like eclipsing me over here. It's just like I just can't take it anymore.
You better pause that one.
Okay.
Mark Holmes loves my head.
Okay. Now that we've bitch slapped each other here.
Okay.
Can we take some out on the Washington football team?
All right, let's talk about Washington. Washington, I think, is a very good team, both sides of the ball, but they lack a quarterback. I think that's their Achilles heel.
Are they really a good football team? Are they?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they got.
Are you sure about that? The interesting thing about Washington is, as much praise as they get, you hear like Mike Greenberg saying, "Oh, I think Washington's the best team in the NFC," and things like that, and they want to, put them up there. That defense of theirs, it's incredible. And with Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he's just capable. Do I hear doorbells?
Yeah, that was my doorbell. Who the hell's at my door? I don't answer shit. Let me see.
Bill collectors?
Let's see. Let's see. I'll put it on.
So let's go. Let's talk about Washington now. They only got 7 victories, right?
Right.
And this is when our division was terrible. You had football, quarterback upheaval.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz was terrible, right?
We
still had Daniel Jones there.
Yeah.
They played against Ben DiNucci, a 6th-rounded.
Oh, Chef DiNucci.
Okay, pizza place.
Yeah.
Yet they only won 7 games. Do you realize that of the 7 games, 2 were against the Cowboys without Dak Prescott, and 2 were against you? And the other wins were Cincinnati without Joe Burrow, right? Mm-hmm. That's 5 of the wins right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers, which Cowboys softened up. We almost beat the Steelers, by the way. The Cowboys, we were in that game without our starting quarterback. But that was when the Steelers lost 5 in a row.
Michael fell down? Who was that?
What?
It sounds like somebody fell down, like Michael Anthony fell down from a nap. Fell off the bed?
That's the air conditioner kicking on, man. That's the AC, okay?
Thought he fell off the bed.
Man, kiss my ass. I'm outside in my outdoor paradise here, okay?
I thought he was on a hammock.
And the other victory was against the 49ers with their 3rd-string quarterback. So when you start looking at it from that situation, do we really say that they were a great team? Or did they play against teams that were ass?
They got a good defense, Mark. They got a great defensive line. They drafted a couple linebackers, right?
They do have a great defensive line, but it wasn't like they were playing, against, say, Seattle's offense or Green Bay's offense. They were playing the cream of the crop. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys without our starting quarterback. Okay, we're
Yeah.
talking about the Eagles that you have to admit last year was not a good year. That's not the same
No, it
team
wasn't a
that
good
won
year.
the Super Bowl a few years
Of
back.
course not.
You got to talk about them losing twice to the Giants.
Yeah, but still, if you look at
On top of it, here's what's kind of crazy: the Giants averaged like I think 19 points a game last year, something like that. They
yeah,
scored above their season average both times against Washington.
right.
You would think that Washington, if that defense was so great, they would have held them for less than what they would have had during the regular season. Their average, wouldn't you think?
I think they're a pretty good team. Here, hold on, skeptical fan. Thank you for super chat. He says, "Go Cowboys." Appreciate
There you
that,
go.
man. I appreciate the super chat. Philly D. Myers, thank you for super chat. He says Washington sweeps the Cowboys this year. I think that Washington, yeah, look, they were the whole division was bad last year. But if you look at the talent that team has, a defensive line, they got linebackers, they got some receivers, they got a running back I like. If they have a quarterback, I think that they're scary. I do.
Fitzpatrick, buddy.
I think you're scared of the Washington
Fitzpatrick.
Are you scared of the Washington?
I ain't scared of you.
I think you're scared of Washington.
I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of the Giants. I ain't
Nobody's scared of
the Eagles. Okay, I ain't scared.
Yeah, I think Washington. If let's say Washington added Aaron Rodgers, I think they instantly become the second best team in the conference.
But see, here's the thing you got to remember about Washington, though. For whatever reason, Washington is where quarterbacks' careers go to die.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. What quarterback gets out of there and does good? I'm sorry. I mean, Donovan McNabb, his career died there. Alex Smith literally had his leg amputated there. It's just not the place you want. I don't think Aaron Rodgers, in any stretch of the imagination, would play in Washington. I just don't see that. Now, would they be scary? Yeah, they'd be.
They'd be scary.
I would worry if that happened, but I just don't see that happening.
Well, I don't know that Rodgers wants to go there, and I don't know what.
There's no way he wants to go to Washington.
But if he went there, I think they could. I think they're a really scary team. I don't like Fitzpatrick. Okay, like a lot of people like him because he's streaky. I mean, he'll look good one week. He'll look good for 2-3 weeks, and then he's horrible. He's been to 9 different teams.
D-Coop the man is 100% right. Thanks for that super chat there.
D-Coop the man. Yeah, thanks for super chat. He says Washington's defense is good, but they're getting way too much hype. What good quality team did they beat? Basically, only the Steelers.
Thank you.
I thought Michael Anthony, where's the fitness, fell off the bed from his nap. Yeah, I did too. I thought that's what happened. I thought he went clunk, fell right off the hammock or something.
Yeah, but there's the curse of the NFC East, right?
Yeah. Well, you mean nobody's won the division since 2004 twice,
Nobody has won the division and won more games next year. And nobody has repeated. So Washington would have to be the exception as opposed to the rule. And at 7-9, and you start looking at their schedule, the schedule's a little bit tougher. They've got Green Bay in there, they've got Seattle in there, they've got the Bills in there. It's not going to be an easy road. And, if Dak stays upright, those 2 games are not going to be any easier either.
Right.
But hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with the day job of the
and a voodoo doll, a satanic voodoo doll, which I do want to have another bet about that doll this year. I do. Philly D. Myers, man, thank you for a super chat. He says, Cowboys, welcome to the Hurt Locker. Hurts Locker. I like that. That should be on a shirt. The Hurts Locker. I like that. That's pretty good.
It might be Getting Hurt Locker.
Nah. You really don't like Jalen Hurts?
Do I like anything with Philly?
Well, let's say he played for a team in the AFC. What would your thoughts of him be?
I wouldn't give a rat's ass about him in the AFC.
So you just hate him because he's an Eagle.
I can
respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, is there anybody in the Cowboys you say, you know what, I really like that guy? Is there anybody out there that you say that about? Actually, I would say I like Zach Ertz because he's pissed off at the Eagles.
I like Bob Gargano, the water boy there. I like the water boy for the Cowboys. That's about it. I don't like anything
for the Cowboys. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, Cowboys stink, Mark. You know it. I know it. Esbury DeBoo says every NFC East team had an upset win last season except the Cowboys. What's up with that, Mark? Why is your team so? If you lose your quarterback, your team's nothing. With all that talent they have,
wait.
all those weapons they have.
Hold on.
Hey,
as opposed to you keeping Carson Wentz and you were nothing. Come on, man.
We lose 2017. We lose Carson Wentz. We have Nick Foles win a Super Bowl.
Oh, Lord.
We win a Super Bowl. What happened to Dallas? You lose got one guy, and it's all downhill.
No, it was more than one guy. We started out. Let's be clear here. We started out without our left tackle, our right tackle in Lyle Collins. Then 2 games in, we lose Tyron Smith. You already lost your 2 starting tackles right there. I know you lost your guard in the offseason and everything else. You guys had problems on your offensive line as well, which translated into you losing games. And we didn't exactly have the best of coaches for the defensive side of the ball. Or, you know what, I'm not going to throw Mike Nolan under the bench like that. Last year was just a bad year. If you think about last year right now, the NFL was still scrambling on what they're trying to do. Trying to figure out how are we going to do OTAs. We're going to be doing virtual reality and things like that.
Right.
And for us to bring in so many different players on the defense, to not even get a chance to even work with the rookies, and I dare say, I guess it didn't hurt some teams as much, but let's say you were just drafted into the NFL and now you've got a global pandemic. You just moved to Dallas. You're living in an apartment or a hotel, and the gyms are, closed. You can't go to the facilities. How are you getting ready for a season?
I don't know. I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I'm just saying, I don't know how, when you think about the grind and everything else, and especially when we had so many different free agents from Clinton Dix and Dontari Poe and Gerald McCoy. We just didn't have a chance to even try and get these guys on the same page going into the season. It just didn't work. I at least feel better for the Cowboys because, they are able to work out at the facilities. They're still doing virtual reality as far as classrooms until Monday. Monday, they'll actually be able to meet in person. So at least it seems like we have a vision of what they want to do on the defense.
But, I mean, everybody went through that, though, last year.
They did. But, see, the more change and different players that you had that you were depending on, the harder it was.
Right.
We were depending on a lot of different free agents as well as a new defensive coordinator who was like, we're a 3-4, 4-3, we're a hybrid. It was like, and then he went to the players and like, what do you like to do? And it's kind of like, what the fuck? You've got too many things that you're trying to do when you don't have time to try and implement any of it. And that's why I say my defense was dazed and confused last year. And this year we're going to be fast and physical.
You're going to be dazed and more confused this year. So you fell in the same trap as you complained that the Eagles were falling in a few years ago, because you guys went out and hired and signed a lot of older guys, which is what you complained about with the Eagles. Then
we did, and I'm happy that we did not sign anybody old this year.
Yeah,
we got away from that, and see that's where I look at this and say, okay, with us bringing in, when you think about Urban, defensive tackle from Chicago. He's 6'7", about 300 pounds, very athletic, a good run stopper, but he's still only like 25, 26 maybe. When you start looking at everybody that's on this defense, and if you start thinking about Seattle's defense, Seattle didn't have a whole lot of, Pro Bowl players per se.
Right.
On their defensive line. They had guys like Michael Bennett. They had guys like Cliff Avril. They had all guys that were pretty good, but what they had was they had a great rotation. They could put wave after wave of really good pass rushers and wear your ass down. Well, that, and they had very physical D-backs. And see, the thing, getting rid of Rod Marnelli, like me being an older coach or an older guy, you don't take as many risks. Our defense was basically predicated on bend, don't break. We're going to give you cushions. We're going to let you have stuff up underneath of it and hope that you make a mistake. Well, we had Jalen Smith, who I don't know what happened to him, but he's half the time taking the wrong assignment and showboating, or he couldn't tackle anybody where he would actually deliver a blow. It was more like, I'm going to hold on for dear life.
I call it Nate Gary syndrome.
Right, and it's just like, no. And then, here it is, you get carried for the first down, and you're popping up and you're doing the swipe. It's like, seriously, dude?
Right.
It's like, seriously. But he's been kind of put on notice that, you know what, you got to play right, or else we got somebody here that's going to take your place. And I'm hoping that will set a sense of urgency, because last year he basically, it's too complex of a defense, and just kept complaining instead of saying, you know what, I've got to look into myself and see what I can do better. I can at least say that D-Law basically said, man, I'm playing soft. I got to do something about it. And he turned the season around. Mm-hmm. And what I'm hoping is that unlike Mike Nolan, that Dan Quinn will actually hold these guys accountable. And he seems to be more of a teacher as opposed to, here's the defense, let's do it. He's very hands-on, so it feels night and day difference. Now,
I was just going to say, I can't wait till Lane Johnson shuts down D-Law again. That's going to be great. I love it. Every game, but what, like one time?
He may do that, but you know what? I've got some more people out there that are going to be coming. Randy Gregory's going to step up. Finally having an off season where he doesn't have to worry. Where he doesn't have to worry about passing the Dutchie from the left hand.
He's going to get caught with a whiskey bottle under a car. What are you talking about?
Buddy. No. Because the NFL's not testing they're not suspended for the weed now, man. Pass the Dutchie. No, man. Pass the Dutchie from the left.
That's like 90% of your team. That's 90% of your team.
Hey, don't hate the players, man. Hate the game. Hate the game.
Okay. Tavares Jones, thank you for the super chat. He says, dude hates everybody because the Cowboys are trash. He's talking about you. Cal Bundy, he says, Mark Holmes, do a Hulk Hogan impersonation at tailgates. You do Hulk Hogan impersonations at tailgates? Give us your Hulk Hogan.
I can't.
Let's see it.
I just can't. No, something has to bring it out of me. Okay, it's kind of like the Hulk. You wouldn't
smack Michael Anthony wears a fitness in the head while he's sleeping. That'll bring it out.
Why I gotta smack my son in the head?
Why not? That's what they're for.
See, there's something wrong with you, boy. There's something wrong with you.
That there may be. Sports with a comma. Thank you, comma with a comma. Cowboys beat the Vikings in Minnesota. Maybe. I mean, Minnesota's not that good, are they? And thank you for the super chat.
They're really not. I mean, they still have Kirk Cousins.
So in the NFC East, I'm assuming you think Dallas is the best team, right?
I think it really comes down to Dallas and Washington. I'm not going to say that Washington.
Okay, so that was my question.
Okay. Okay, listen. Let's be real now, Philly.
Now I know why you're talking shit about Washington. Because you see them as the biggest threat.
Of course I do. Of course, of course I'm going to go after who I fear the most. Okay,
man of God, what's up, buddy?
Philly, let's be clear here. I'm not mad at you, man. I think actually you guys have a plan because see, you guys were doing kind of what the Cowboys have done forever. The Cowboys forever figure we're only a player or two away, and in which case they never really rebuilt. If we just get this guy or that guy, we'll fix. But you get stuck on this mediocrity. Some years you make the playoffs, some years you don't. But you're all kind of right there in the middle. Not bad enough where you're, really the top 10 picks, and not good enough where you can really challenge for Super Bowl. And when you have that mentality, you end up getting guys that are, past their prime, that might be just getting a paycheck, and guys that can't stay healthy. And you guys did that to perfection and won the Super Bowl. Congratulations.
You guys have been
hold on.
mediocre for 30-something years.
I agree. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But see, you guys kept going to the well with that same thing. When you re-signed Deshaun Jackson, when you kept trying to recycle all these old guys, you kept doing this over and over again, and you got that bloated roster with top-heavy contracts that you had to tear it down.
Right.
And quite frankly, the fact that you got, 3 number ones next year? This is great because this is basically, Jalen Hurts, prove it. If you're not the guy, no problem. We'll get a quarterback next year, although it's not as great a draft, at least at the moment, for quarterbacks. Right. But you're in a position to go ahead and just rebuild the whole team, provided Mr. Rock, Paper, Scissors is the guy to do it.
Rock, paper, scissors. That is the most overblown thing in the world. The guy was just simply showing how he could break the ice to talk to players. That's all. That's all. It. Did you hear about the whole theory about that was he was giving hints that they wanted Devontae Smith because Devontae Smith, that was their celebration. Their touchdown celebration was rock, paper, scissors. I thought it was pretty interesting. Dante Simmons, man, thank you for the super chat. He says, love your channels, Eagle fans from Dallas. Would you trade Ertz for Gilmore? I would do Ertz for Gilmore. Yes.
You would trade
I would
Hurts. You would trade Zach Ertz for a ham sandwich right now. Let's be
I would
clear.
trade for Gilmore. Yeah, because they're both older. I'm not giving up any young guys or any assets. But Ertz, yeah. I mean, they got to move Ertz. They can't keep Ertz. And thank you for the super chat, buddy.
I'm sorry. New England's not going to go for that one. Let's be clear here. I don't see anybody giving you much for Ertz at this point.
Here he is, Mark. Here he is. Mark Holmes mullet is here all night long. All night. Thank you for the super chat. You got to love Mark Holmes mullet. I mean, that's awesome.
What the hell's going on over there, Philly?
I get all the Mark Holmes mullets and Mark Holmes this.
You got a Mark Holmes circle jerk or something going on.
You better pause. Pause. He said it, not me.
What the hell is that?
Hey, look, I get Jason Kelsey with my picture on it. It'll say Jason Kelsey have my big because they say I look like Jason Kelsey.
Oh Lordy,
that's awesome. But you better pause. I'm me.
I better pause. Pause.
Yeah. You say something like that, you got to pause. That's what I've learned.
Oh, you got to pause.
You can say whatever you want as long as you pause.
Why do you have to pause?
Because then it means that it's not like if I say I love Jalen Hurts, I have to pause. Or you're supposed to say pause, but I think that's stupid. It's better just to pause. Then that means that I don't love him romantically, I think. I think that's what it means. I don't even understand. But I just do it now, just to be sure. You know. What's up, Aaron? How are you? Where's Michael Anthony? Where's the fitness? That's where they all want to know.
He's out working. He's making that money.
He's doing a scientific study on naps, right? Deep sleep REM. Come on, we all know it. We all know it.
All right, Philly. You got any real questions for us now? We're getting into silliness here.
Oh man, yeah. I want that belt back. I know it's not your belt, but my plan is to get that belt back from Pizzle. You know, your buddy Pizzle.
Okay.
You know, I got to get it back.
I think. Let's see. When did the Cowboys? I'm trying to remember. When do we play the Eagles? Oh no, we play the Giants actually on my birthday. I think I'm going to go to Dallas for that game. You're
going to go to Dallas for the Giants?
I think I'm going to go there.
Let me ask you something. Who's been more annoying this all season from a Dallas Cowboys? Philly 500. Well, that may be true. See, to me, because people ask me all the time, who do you hate more, the Cowboys or the Giants? I say it really just depends on who's more annoying at the time. Like this off season, you guys have been fairly okay. You haven't been too bad. It's the Giants and the Giant fans that have been really annoying. You know,
how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. So if I were to ask you, which one of your kids do you love more? What would you say?
I would say neither. I love them the same.
Okay, there's your answer.
So you
which
think
one do I hate more?
Eagles and
the Giants,
or
Cowboys, or Washington? I hate them all equally. Okay.
Are you saying Michael Anthony Where's Fitness is a Giant fan or Eagle fan?
No. What are you talking about?
You said that your child loves either the Eagles or the Giants, right?
No, I said just like you love your children equally.
Oh, okay,
I hate all of the other teams.
Yeah,
I hate Washington.
But
I hate the Giants, and I hate the Eagles.
But sometimes one gets on your nerves a little more. No.
I'd have to actually say Washington because Washington. Okay, you know I've always had the hate for Washington because I grew up in the Washington area. Okay,
right.
You know from my brothers hitting like Tyron Talbert's wife's car. You know back when I was a little kid, and back when Washington was actually a good team in the '80s. My high school, Richie Pettibone's kids went to school with me, so I played football with the Suns. And here it is; they're winning the Super Bowl. They've got, of course, schools off to go to the parade. It's like, I don't want to fucking go to the parade for Washington. I hated them.
Right.
And having to deal with Washington fans back when they were good, man, they would, they were like the modern day trolls.
Just imagine them.
Yeah, right. But like you get the trolls here on that. No, they were in person trolling your ass.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like
Sure.
real hate for me growing up with
Yeah.
Washington fans and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
No, I can understand.
I didn't have. I never liked the Eagles or the Giants, but I didn't have that personal contact with them on a daily basis like I did with Washington. So if
Gotcha.
you're asking me who do I hate the most, it would have to be Washington.
Washington. That means they're just never relevant long enough. That's the problem. They haven't been relevant in a long time. You know.
Yeah.
Morgan Holmes. Is this a relative of yours? Morgan Holmes, thank you for the super chat. Devontae and Hurts are going to light the league up. Just watch. No, he can't be because he's an Eagle fan. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, listen. I know Mark. We're an hour in. I told Mark an hour. We're gonna wrap this up because I know Mark probably has about 3 videos to do right away. Right? You're gonna do one on what? On your meats. Got to cook your meats. Then you got to do one maybe on Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott went shoe shopping today, and then Jerry Jones bought some more oil fields. I don't know.
Laugh it off, fuzzball. Laugh it up.
I love it. I love it. We are going to definitely beat the crap out of you guys this year. I cannot wait.
Wait.
We're going to need bet.
Scrape 520. Can you unplug his feed?
What?
One of your people.
They say unplug your feed.
Unplug his feed.
Unplug
Why are
your
you
feed.
hating on me? I mean, what's wrong with you?
Hey,
Come on.
Hey, look! You
Mark
I told
Mark
you.
Holmes' mullet needs to leave me a brush.
Mark Holmes bullet. Mark needs to leave me.
Got me look. I
Needs to
can't. Lionel
leave me a
Richie, really, all night. I'm good.
That's the greatest one. That's Hall of Fame troll job right there.
Nikki Cunningham, how you doing? Hey, Mark Holmes, what is Dallas going to do about the obvious culture problem?
Yeah, Mark.
Actually, I think they're doing something about it because that's where I said Dan Quinn.
Shout out to Nikki. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Great question.
No, actually, I think they're doing something about the culture because what they're doing right now is basically it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to have to perform. Jalen Smith came in there before, if the owner ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. That's exactly what he said last year. Well, guess what? We just drafted a guy, first-round pick, and we put him at the Mike linebacker. That tells him right there, you're going to be about it or you're not going to be here. They've gone through literally, and they took, I can't think of his name, but they were trying to, Reggie Robinson.
And what about his off-the-field problems, though?
Hey, well, you know what? Come on. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go old school with you.
JC Eagles talk. What's up, my man?
What they're talking about is some hazing. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you. Back in the day, okay, I played at JMU with Charles Haley.
Mm-hmm.
The stories I could tell you would probably make all of the stories that you guys have heard be like, damn, because we're talking about grown ass men. Okay, we're talking about the locker room and everything else. And I'm going to tell you, some of these guys, they got a few little screws. When I heard all the stuff that happened between Steve Young and Charles Haley in the locker room, I was like, yeah, that happened. I can guarantee you that. So, I mean, seriously, like I said, boys will be boys, okay? So I'm not so worried about that because, like I said, I know how it used to be in the old days. Right now, I hate to say it, but see, this younger generation, it's all, a bunch of little biatches, okay? The stuff we used to have to go through and have to deal with that now everybody's complaining about, oh, it's too hard. No, dude, you don't understand hard. You want to know hard is having practice at 7 a.m. full pads, having a special team practice at 12 o'clock, having then another practice at 4 o'clock, and having 4 weeks straight of that every single day. When I see these players that got, 14 padded practices, I'm sorry. Y'all a bunch of biatches.
Can I suggest that when you mention the word hard, pause?
Hard. Pause.
Yeah. Make sure you say it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of rumors spread about you. Golden Rule, thank you for the super chat. He says, hey, Mark, week 3 when Dallas loses on Monday Night Football, I'm coming over for some barbecue. If the Eagles lose, I'll buy Michael Anthony some Big Macs after his workout. I think that's a great bet, Mark.
Wow.
You got to take it.
You definitely have a younger crowd here.
Philly D. Myers, thank you for the super chat. We're young. We're young at heart. Philly D. Myers, man, thank you for super
Okay,
chats.
actually,
Amazing live
I
stream.
want.
Great job.
I
Thank you,
want.
buddy.
Okay, before we get out of here, I want to actually answer this one.
Which one?
JC Eagles talk. He
Where's my
said,
guy?
Mark, I'm confused. Why did Jerry hire Quinn to run the defense
Where
when Atlanta actually had one of the worst defenses? And here's my response on that one: is not everybody is cut out to be a head coach. You can look at a guy like Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips was a failure as a head coach.
Uh-huh.
One of the greatest defensive minds out there. You can look at North Turner. North Turner, as an offensive coordinator, great offensive coordinator. As a head coach, suspect.
Mm-hmm.
When you're the head coach, you are the guy that's kind of like the overseer. You're basically telling the coaches, this is our game plan and stuff, but you're handing off what they're doing. Looking at Dan Quinn and looking at from the clips and things that we've seen, Dan Quinn is a hands-on type of a guy. You know, when you see him there with Quentin Bohannon and showing them the hand placement and stuff and how to rip and things like that, you're seeing him as more as a hands-on teacher. And I think that he'll be a better coordinator than as a head coach. But let me say this much, though. As much as everybody keeps killing him because they say, oh, their defense was ass. Well, teams rise and fall. He took over for a team that was always one and done in the playoffs. Whatever you say about him, he took a team to the Super Bowl. They ended up losing and having a big blowout. I get that. The team got old and needed to have a whole lot of changes. Wasn't able to do it. But I think that he will be better with the defense. Like I said, you can see right now, you can feel that there is actually a plan on the defense. We didn't have one in the past.
We will see. We will see.
We'll see. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to say the Cowboys are going to be a top 10 defense, but I think of this kind of like the Rod Marnelli when Rod Marnelli took over for Monty Kiffin, where we were 32nd. He brought that defense down to 19th and second in the NFL in takeaways in 2014, which helped propel the Cowboys against the catch no catch against the Packers. So if I can get that from this defense, I'm okay. Yeah, because all I need is about 2 stops a game. If I can get 2 good stops a game with the offensive firepower we have.
You can't. Nikki Cunningham says, and she's referring to the comment earlier about, your culture problem. She says, that's not the problem. You all feel yourself too much and are surprised when you get beat by good teams. So she's saying you guys are too arrogant.
But see, okay, that's not the Cowboys themselves. I think that's us fans. But see, that's also built up because we keep getting fed this thing every year. Well, the Cowboys are the division favorites. They're a Super Bowl contender. And when you hear some stupid shit over and over again, you start to believe it. And I think the Cowboy players, in some regards, they look and they see that star and they know that, they're a celebrity and things, and they start buying into that whole Dallas Cowboys mystique. But they haven't done shit to earn any of that. Right. That's the Roger Staubach.
So she's right. She's right then.
Yeah, but see, again, I hate to keep ratting, getting Jalen Smith, but Jalen Smith is a typical kind of player that feels like, I'm God. I walk on water. Jerry Jones had complained it to me, so I'm good. And that's bullshit. You can't ever be satisfied.
Yeah.
And the fact that now you're bringing in people that let you know you are replaceable, that can get your attention real quick. You can change that culture.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that. Skeptical fan, thank you for super chat. He says Cowboys 11-5. We'll see. 11-6 it would be now because of the extra game, but possibly. Mark Holmes mullet is back. He says, Mark, keep your head turned to the side so everybody can see me.
All night long. All night. Okay.
He was a different troll. I forget what name, but I think he used to go on your channel all the time. I just forget who it was. You know what I mean, Lionel Richie? I'm so lucky to have Lionel Richie on tonight.
Okay. All right, Philly.
All right. Well, listen, let me thank Mark for coming on in all seriousness. Thank you, each and everybody who watched this stream and Mark's stream. Appreciate it. It's going to be a fun season. And in all seriousness, me and Mark have a lot of, we go back and forth, but we love each other.
So everybody who's watching my channel, check
out
Philly. Go over to his channel, bitch slap him, tell him he's ass. and sub up to him. Check him out because his meltdowns are classical.
And everybody, click the link in the description on my channel. Go sub up Mark because you're going to want to hear him constantly be wrong about his Dallas Cowboys. And if you want to see Lionel Richie play in concert, you never know. You never know. He might sing. He might give us a concert for free. You know what I'm saying? Right, Mark?
S. Marie DeBoof says Mark Holmes is getting upset. He's going to start blocking random.
See? Your mod's blocked too. And look, S. Marie DeBoof, she's the queen of the channel. She runs the channel.
Wait. No, we don't block the channel. We don't block the ladies on my channel. You know, your mods tried
to block me. They tried to block me for nothing, but I had a wrench, so they couldn't. Asbury the booth, she knows.
Mark blocks more than the Cowboys' offensive line. Wow. Okay. Jeez. All right. With that being said.
Well, listen, everybody. Thank you seriously for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribers, the super chats. Had a lot of fun, Mark. Thank you for coming on in all seriousness. You know I love you. And I appreciate you.
Pause.
Yeah, S. Marie says you blocked her and she wanted to buy a rack.
S. Marie?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the queen. She runs this channel. Whatever she says.
What did you do with your rack?
I have it. I'm going to hang it up when I build my studio.
Okay. Well, S. Marie, I will try and find you and unblock you. Okay.
There you go.
You want a rack? Okay. Actually, the racks are actually on cowboyjoeblue.com. That's actually my website. We're actually having them on.
She should get a special order. She is.
I will send her the Philly 500 beer glass for free.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Mark Holmes, thank you for super chat. Oh, it's Dax Missing Testicles was his old name. Remember Dax Missing Testicles?
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. Now he's Mark Holmes Mullet. I love it. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. With that said, we're going to let you go. Take care. Talk to you later. Till next time.
Appreciate everybody being in here. Don't be a dingbat is right.